It's a marvelous Monday, everybody. You want to cook some pepper steak with me? Come on, let's do it. Let's start with putting in some rice. So I have about 2 cups, maybe a little bit over 2 cups of washed rice that I just put into my Instant Pot. I set the Instant Pot for 5 minutes. Let that cook. And then when it's done, I just let it naturally sit until the top pops. And it's perfect rice every time. I never have to put rice on anything. No matter what amount of rice you cook, your time is still the same in the Instant Pot. 5 minutes and you let it naturally de-steam. Boom. So let's make this pepper steak. So for this pepper steak, I'm going to use some Montreal steak seasoning. I'm going to use some Kinder's caramelized onion butter. I'm going to use some liquid smoke. And I'm going to use some hot chili peppers. All right. Let's mix all of this up. That meat smells so good. And those spices. Ooh. Okay. Let's put this to the side. Let's get these vegetables chopped. And you know me, the good old chopper. Because what? I don't want to chop vegetables by hand. Now, pepper steak usually has the vegetables sliced horizontally, but I wanted them this way. I like diced vegetables. I don't know. They're smaller to eat. Easier to eat, rather. Okay, we're all set here with my veggies. And I just use, by the way, jasmine rice. You could use any kind of rice that you like. Okay. So let's make this broth. So this is 4 cups of beef broth. And honestly, guys, I didn't have any beef broth on hand. So I used 4 cups of water and I used 3 beef bouillon cubes. It'll be just fine. All right, let's see here. We're gonna season it. So this was just some Goa or Goa. You could use whatever you like. This is soy sauce. We're going to use a little bit more of the liquid smoke. And I'm sorry, I don't have measurements. I sneak turmeric in anything that I can because I believe in the power of turmeric. It's supposed to be good for a little bit of everything. High blood pressure, inflammation. This is onion powder. Garlic powder. And I'm going to use a cup of cornstarch. And we're just going to whisk this together. Everything mixed up in there real good. Now that turmeric has just a little darker, a little lighter than I want. So I'm going to show you a trick. Now, that's better. That's some browning I put in there. Has absolutely no flavor. It just changes your food color. No flavor at all. And it's something that I use in a lot of my Jamaican dishes. Especially like my brown stew and when I'm making oxtails and things like that. And I've heard that from, many of the Jamaicans I followed recipes. It has no flavor. It's just for coloring. Let's get the rest of those peppers in there, that pepper juice from those spicy chilies. Okay, that's good. Let's go ahead and get this meat ready real quick. Gonna coat this pan with some olive oil to get that meat fried. That's my Instapot pressuring up. So it's about to click to cook. And the clock will begin for 5 minutes.